So guys, right now is the time to do a 2-week full review of the iPhone 7. I've had this bad boy for approximately 2 weeks now, and I'm going to let you guys know my pros and cons of this device and how I have got on with this for the past 2 weeks compared to my previous phone, the iPhone 5C. Let's do it. So guys, comparing this iPhone 7 to my iPhone 5C is an absolute dream. Now I'm glad that I got the matte black finish. As you can see, not too many fingerprints on it compared to a lot of people that are doing like the glossy black version and they get a load of fingerprints on it. This one, as you can see in the light, does not leave fingerprints, so this is definitely the one to go for if you're worried about fingerprints. I do have a hard see-through case here, and that does the job absolute amazing at just protecting the back. I do not have a screen protector on the front because the actual front screen is pretty strong glass. Now straight off the bat, as soon as I got this, I loved the curved design on the side of the iPhone here. Absolute brilliant addition, and like I just like it that your finger can just roll off the edge. Really nice feel for it. Now this phone is 100% waterproof. It is water resistant for probably up to about 30 minutes, I think it said. The speakers, I like having dual speakers on this. So it's got one speaker here, a fake one here, so it just looks like it's got two speakers there, and there's actually another one here. So when I'm holding the phone like this, especially laying in bed, I actually have like surround stereo sound now, instead of it just coming out one direction from the bottom. Now, the button has took a lot of getting used to because it is not actually a button. If I press it like this, there is a click. But if you use a piece of clothing, nothing. It is literally just part of the phone. There is no button there. It is so strange. It is part of the new Taptic engine. There is a little like vibration device in there where you press it and it just does a little vibrate, so it feels as if there is a button there, and it's so strange and it takes a while to get used to, but I do like it and it's super fast. Now I'm finding the thumb recognition is a bit funny with me. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, so let's just see it's not working. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Let me try my other hand. It's just been so funny with me lately. I mean, you can reset it, but sometimes it picks me up, sometimes it don't, and it just asks for a password, which has got the 1, 2, 3, 4. But it is so fast, guys, and this one is the 32GB model, so plenty of space, plus I've got 50GB external iCloud storage as well. But the phone is just so responsive. If I boot something up, it's all but instant, guys. It is so fast. Now moving on to the camera is something that I've absolutely adore on this phone. The camera is so crisp. It's not going to relate through the video, but they actually got like the pano, as they always have, photo, video. It has slow motion, and it even has time lapse built into it. Now what I love about this is if I take a photo just like this, I've downloaded this app called Snapseed. Now this Snapseed actually lets me edit my photos absolutely stunning. So this is normally what you'd see me do on my photos, is I put on this drama mode and I'll ramp up the saturation, and you can just get some really stunning photos, and you can add like text over the top and stuff, do the saturation, like you can just absolutely change the photos so much. And this is an app that I've been using a lot, so all my photos recently have not been with my DSLR big camera, it's all been with the iPhone, and I love that I can take the iPhone out and just do that with it. It's amazing. Now I've had to get used to, obviously on the iPhone 5C, the lock button used to be on the top. The lock button is now on the side. Took a bit getting used to, but I've got used to it. Now the buttons are really flush. They're not like, they don't really stick out, which is good. And I like that the whole front is black, blended in instead of like the white bars on the top. The antennas, which are like these 4 little rings, which you cannot even see because they're so disguised around the phone, is absolutely amazing. The black logo, they could have done with putting like maybe a white logo on there, but it is very sleek. Now the case, I think this case was actually, I think it was like £12, but it was pretty cheap, and it does overlap the front screen a little bit, so if I drop it face down, it's going to be totally safe. This one's been tested apparently from up to like 3 or 4 foot or whatever, so you can do it from waist height and it shouldn't damage the phone too much. The headphone port is something that you really need to get used to. Now, I do actually quite like the headphones. I'd like to get the AirPod ones, which are the wireless ones, but you get these ones here. Now, the difference with these ones is that it uses a lightning cable. Okay, instead of your normal headphone jack, it no longer has a headphone jack, so that is what it uses now. Now, if you wanted to use other headphones just like your normal headphones, you would have to use this little adapter dongle, and you'd have to remember this one everywhere that you go. So you literally plug that one in and you've got the 3.5mm headphone jack there, just as you normally would, just to plug in just your normal headphones. So that would just go into there, and I'll just grab my headphones real quickly now and I'll just show you the little adapter and how it works. So this is just your normal headphone jack, and you just plug that one in and it snaps in like that. A little bit extra, something extra to remember, but that is how it works. I suppose if you just leave it attached to your headphones, it won't really make a difference. Now, the sound quality wise is absolutely phenomenal through these headphones. I actually really like them. They've got like little bass bits in here which just sound absolutely crisp, and I love it. I have not dropped this phone yet, thank God I have not dropped this phone yet, but so far I'm loving it. Now, I was skeptical about getting a new phone. I know I needed a new phone. The old one just wasn't charging, but the battery life on this one is absolutely insane. Like, I've never had a phone that's had such good battery on it. I can charge it up, and like it says here, it's lasted 20 hours so far. 20 hours on 100% charge. That is insane. I don't even know if I can get that even to focus. It's not even showing. What? But it's lasted 20 hours. Now, it says I've used YouTube 43%. 2.2 hours I've had YouTube on, and it's only drained the battery by 43%. That is absolutely insane. So I've managed to go 2 hours, yeah, 2 hours and 2 minutes, and only drain, well, almost half the battery. So I say I could probably watch YouTube on here for about 6 hours, and then the battery would be flat, which is a long time watching YouTube for 6 hours straight on the phone. So crazy. And I've just noticed actually, it's got this weird thing on it where you cannot show the settings menu on camera, because look, you can see the screen now. If I was to go on YouTube, you can see YouTube, but if I go on settings, anything private, it's just a white screen to you guys, but I can actually see it. Oh my days, why is it doing that? You cannot, as close as I can get. Oh wow, that's like probably a new feature. Doesn't matter how close I get, you cannot see anything on that screen. How strange is that? It just looks like a white screen, but it's not. I've got all the settings tab up. That is weird. No matter what way I put it, you guys cannot see anything on. Oh my god. That is insane. I don't know how it's doing that, but it's doing it. Now, I like let me get off this so then you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I like the night shift mode on it, so when I'm laying in bed I can put night shift mode on. Now that will actually make the screen go like a red colour. Takes out the colour balance. This was on the older phones, but it was never on my 5C. So basically, if I am in bed, now white's bright, it's something to do with blue light. Blue light emitted from the phone keeps you more alert and awake apparently. So putting this on changes the blues. It's like slightly to like a more reddish colour, and the white's to a more reddish colour, which sort of is supposed to induce a more like therapeutic sleeping feeling. So it'd help you go to sleep. Instagram, insane. So fast. So fast. Everything is just so fast. It's so responsive. I never want to update it, to be honest. Now, Pokemon Go. Here we go. Boots up. Quick. Quicker than it's ever done on my old phone. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at that. Boom. Done. I'm in. The screen is just so much better. It looks like... Oh, wow. Fampi's down. Oh, God. There's been nest migration. Yeah, buddy. Be getting out there today. But it's just absolutely insane. Like, the map is a lot more crisper and better, and once again it's not even showing anything. That is so strange how it doesn't show anything. But Pokemon Go, definitely decent. Real decent. So overall guys, I highly recommend it. Now, I'm paying £60 a month, which is a lot because I was only paying 20 before, and that was for 11 gigabytes of data, unlimited calls, unlimited texts. But getting this phone, it's gone up to £60. Now the reason it's gone up to £60 is because I've got 20 gigabytes of data and I have this thing here. Now this, so I've got unlimited calls, unlimited text, 20 gig of data, but I also have this, which this is an external, basically Wi-Fi. This is portable Wi-Fi. So if this phone runs out of my 20 gigs of data, I can turn this on and this will give me, see if we can get it on here. This will give me 4 gigabytes of data. Absolutely insane. So 4 gigs of data on this bad boy. Now up to 10 people can connect to this. It's just got like a little password that I can use. It's just on this card here. And you just log into it and it's basically a personal hotspot, but it connects your phone as if it's on Wi-Fi. It does 4G and 3G and it is just super fast. And like I said, up to 10 people can connect to this device at once, and it's loaded with 4 gigabytes. So, which is pretty much what most people's phone contract bills are anyway. So they'll have 4 gig for whoever to use. You charge it through a little charger cable here, which is just like your normal, it's pretty much like an Android one, to be honest, charger. You plug it like that and you can just charge it off of any just like iPhone plug socket, something like that, you know, or off your computer. And the battery life of this, I've tested this, and this lasts about 5 hours straight connected to it. That's just one device connected to it, my phone connected to it. It lasts about 5 hours. Now, if you had more devices to it, it's gonna obviously drain a lot faster. I think I've had 3 people tethered to this at once, and I think it only lasted 2 hours, so I don't know how the hell 10 people can tether to this bad boy. I really don't know, but it's really cool. So, and I pay an extra £4 a month, so my contract's actually only £56, but this is £4. And I've basically got this, so if Tommy or Noah is in the car on the iPad, instead of them using my data, they can use the data on this. And when we're traveling around, they got 4 gigs of data to use on their iPad, because the iPad doesn't have any built-in like cellular data or anything. So it's really cool, and if I ever run out, I know I've got a backup here. Works out at about £120 a year, but still, £120 to make sure that I've definitely got some data if I ever do run out is really good, because I'm always going over my data, always. When I had the 11 gigabyte, I was always going over, so I'm glad that I'm now on my 20 gigabyte plan, and now I should not go over at all. But that is pretty much it, guys. That is the review after 2 weeks. I'm loving it. And as long as the battery stays good and hopefully nothing breaks on it, I can't see anything breaking. The buttons are flush and good, and the home button used to be an issue for a lot of people. I've had 2 home buttons replaced on my phone before, but this one seems pretty decent. But yeah guys, smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.